Okay, there we go. What are you doing? What are you doing? Here, I'm gonna put your bell on before I forget, okay? Yeah, we gotta let the transmission warm up for just a hair. Just a hair. Can I put this on you? No? Okay. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, thank you. Yes, oh, thank you. I know it's kind of chilly. We need to, gosh dang, I need to clean this thing. Maybe that'll be our today task, okay? We got a little bit of stuff we have to do. And some errands. And so maybe we will clean the van out too, because it is so dusty after this last week. And sunglasses are all in the back. That's nice. Oh, I gotta turn the brake off. This is gonna be very rough going for the first half a mile with this transmission being cold. Oh, this guy's getting ready to go. I love how he can see I'm getting ready to go, and then he just goes anyways. He was behind me, and it's like, dude, you can see I'm leaving. And pretty much every flowering anything is flowering right now, and my allergies are crazy, or my sinuses crazy. It used to just be lilacs that I really had a problem with, and I think that's probably still true. So even though I say everything is flowering, it is. It's just not. Everything doesn't affect me. Let's put it that way. We are going to go to Scratch Gravels. And hope that it's not too windy. I thought about doing Mount Helena, but it is really windy here, so I guarantee it's going to be stupid windy up on Mount Helena. And then, yeah. The other reason is then it puts me on the side of town I need to go to as well. So there's that. So there is that. Because we do need to run some errands. I need to get some I don't know. I need to get lots of stuff really. I don't have money for anything, so we got to be very what's the word I'm looking for? Not conservative, not picky, sparing. I don't know. All of the above. Choosy. We gotta be choosy about what we buy. And I did look at my calendar. We are definitely, once we leave for New Hampshire, we're going from New Hampshire straight to Colorado. So we will be gone for about a month and a half. So anything I need to order before then. But I don't know of what I would need. supposed to be like for all intents and purposes, a fairly nice day here. I think the high is supposed to get up into the 70s, and it's supposed to be sunny. Oh, nice, we got a train to wait for. Perfect timing for a train. Yeah, perfect timing for a train. Yep, you know, beginning of rush hour, so of course there's going to be a train. Anyways, but it's going to be really windy. Really windy. Like, stupid windy. And it was like that yesterday, too. Oh, it's just engines, so we're good. This train won't take very long. And then tomorrow morning, we got to make sure we get up early enough to go get a nice little run in. Are you cold? Oh, I'm sorry, sweet girl. I didn't think it was that cold. It's 47 degrees. She's like, yeah, but my butt sitting on this cold piece of plywood, which it wouldn't be if you didn't rip a hole in your cushion. We're going to be working a car show. The only problem is the weather's not supposed to be the best tomorrow. So I don't know. The way the weather is really determines on how many participants we have with the car show. And this is a fundraiser that my organization that I'm a part of does to raise money for the trade programs for all 3 of the local high schools. And so we used to just raise money for scholarships for people to just use for college. Yeah. But we were only getting like the same like 4 people all the time that would put in for the scholarship. And it was like, so we wanted to do something that more kids could use, and so that's why we decided to change it to for the trade school programs at the local high schools, because a lot of high schools are getting rid of their programs for that just because of lack of funding. And then when they do have the program, they don't have money to buy, you know, like the wood shop. They don't have money to buy wood. They just look for donations, you know, to use for wood, you know, for that. For the shop class, it's like, you know, they don't have any, again, they have to rely on donations for people to donate stuff for kids to work on. So it's definitely a need. And then as part of our car show, the high schools, they always have projects that the kids have been working on, and so a bunch of the kids are going to be showing up, and they're going to be auctioning off their projects and stuff too, so that'll be really cool. What are you getting so wound up about over here? She knows we're going to the trails, but I don't know, she's freaking out about something. She doesn't like the traffic, I guess. But we're ahead of all the rush hour traffic, so it's not that bad. It's not that bad. No. So anyways, that's tomorrow. So we got to wake up early enough tomorrow before I have to go work that. So that I can shower afterwards before we go out there. And we're going to hope that the weather's nice. It looks like it's like a 50-50. It could be nice earlier on in the day before it gets really crappy. But it is going to be crappy at some point tomorrow. And then on Sunday, I was hoping to go climb Casey Peak, but it looks like the weather's just going to be too bad. So we might just go hit the gym and hunker down, because the next like 3 or 4 days is going to be really crappy. I mean, they're talking like snow, feet of snow up on the higher peaks here. Which means it'll be raining here in Helena. I don't think there's any peaks. I don't know, maybe the high peaks over in Gates of the Mountains and the Elkhorns at the very top might get a little bit of snow, but I think it's going to be, I think the snow level is supposed to be around 10,000 feet. And we don't have any 10,000 foot peaks around here. Closest one is probably 40, 50 miles away. Hey, the like down in the Absaric Beartooth Wilderness, that's where it's really going to get hit hard. Up to 2 feet of snow on some of them peaks. Like Granite Peak is easily like 1.5 to 2 feet of snow. But then after that, it's just a typical Montana springtime. We're gonna get like every 3 or 4 days, rain comes through. So it's like, it'll get nice, and so then you'll plan something just in time for it to get really crappy again. Nahri, why are you freaking out? Settle down. Stop. Stay in front of us. There's hardly anybody coming from the other direction. There's not much traffic or anything, so I don't know why you're freaking out. She freaks out when there's a lot of traffic, or like we're following too close to somebody. We're gonna rear end them, even though we're not even close to them. Like right now, I have at least 7 car lengths between me and the guy in front of me. I don't know what these guys are doing. Clearly this Toyota 4Runner. I mean, I don't fault the guy. There was a Toyota 4Runner coming from the other direction that was trying to turn left, so he'd be turning right for me. The guy in front of me that was going so slow was turning right. The 4Runner was sitting there forever, not turning. So finally the guy in front of me just like, oh, well, if you're not gonna go, I'm gonna go. So the guy went, and then the 4Runner finally started to go, and then was looking pissed off because, hey, it was my turn to go. Well, you sat there for freaking 45 seconds. What do you expect? Sorry, will you stop? What the hell is your deal? It is windy out here. We'll see how windy it is. Maybe it's just college is out. Wow, there's a line of traffic coming now. We gotta watch out. We're not gonna tip her. But transmission is unstable due to a weak network connection. Why? Like, what the hell? Oh, this is nice. Are you kidding me? Like, you are not allowed to camp at these trailheads. And you got this guy right here in his big ass freaking RV, like a huge ass RV that obviously camped here overnight. Like, and they have their Jeep, which it looks like somebody else camped here overnight. Like, he has his leveling blocks and everything out. Dude, that is why we can't have nice things. Not only is he blocking, because of the way he had to park, is he blocking like, what? 1, 2, 3, I can't even see that many. Well, he's way over here too. So probably 6 spots. This isn't a huge trailhead. But again, I go back to, you're not supposed to camp here. There's big signs that even say that. No overnight parking, no camping. And then you got this, and this is why people that live the van life are having issues, because you get people that freaking break the rules like this and ruin it for everybody. Like, what the hell, buddy? Like, he has all his shit scattered out, his leveling blocks on. Like, he definitely was setting up there. Like, what are you doing? Make sure I have everything I need. I need sunglasses. We're just gonna wait for this guy to load his doggos up, because my doggo will go crazy. His doggos are very well behaved. This little butthead, though, it's like, what? I'm good. I'm not a butthead. Yeah, you are. Morning, Raccoon. Should be back in a bit, hopefully. Yeah, well, we're just getting started, so we'll probably be here a little while. It depends on how windy it is. If it's windy up on the plateau, then I don't like the wind. I will run in pretty much anything, but I hate the wind. Ooh, there's pretty blue flowers. Pretty blue flowers. What the hell is this guy thinking? Like, that he thinks it's okay to camp at a freaking trailhead like that. Look at this guy. Like, that is not okay. Ooh, crap. All over the place. You wait until this guy leaves. Wait until this guy leaves. Okay, go ahead. I'm gonna wear my coat. It's warm enough that I wasn't gonna wear my coat, but that wind is chilly. My legs are frigid right now. So we're gonna wear the coat, because otherwise I will be way too cold. I'm actually surprised that oh jeez. Timing. Like, why is everybody showing up right now? Okay, let's go. All right, come on. Come on. Look how there's like like nobody here timing wise. Somebody shows up and I don't even have the stream set up yet. I have my overlay on. Okay, here we go. Overlay's turned on. That's good. That's good. I need to plug the gimbal in because I didn't charge it. And of course, like I said, it's like this time of the morning. Why is there so many people coming here? First off, of course, some lady shows up right when I'm about ready to leave, but I'm not ready to leave yet. So then it's like, okay, I guess I gotta hurry up. Anyways, I can't believe that some of the people that live around here did not call the sheriff about that person camped out right there. Because I mean they went all out. They got like I said, they got their leveling blocks out, so they set up. But who thinks it's okay to freaking camp like that? Again, I'm offended because as somebody who lives 10 months of the year or more, depending on the year, as a van lifer, and I see all my favorite camping spots getting more restricted because of people like that doing bullshit. Ruining it for all of us. Like, there's actual campgrounds around here. There's even some dispersed camping spots if you want, if you don't, you know, if you're willing to go 30 minutes away, that thing could easily fit on. But nope, I gotta do that and ruin it for all of us. It's like, last week when, I guess it was 2 weeks ago, when we got down to Arizona, we camped out at my favorite spot in Black Canyon because I was going to have to, it was close to my first spot I was going to have to drive into. And I don't know if you guys remember, those who've been watching a while, the last time we were down there, I was complaining about this big ass RV that was camped up in this one spot, and he had easily been there for 2 months because we were there 2 months ago. And I'm not talking this time, I'm talking the last time we were there, which would have been in February. He was there because I was there in December, and he was there. Hadn't moved, same spot, everything. And that's why all these states are now passing all these laws about residential campers. Because you're only supposed to stay 15 days and you got to move on. That guy was there for freaking two months at that time. Well, now here we are, first part of May. That dude's still camped there, and not only that, it looks like he abandoned it. Like when I drove by, it looks like he wasn't there anymore, but he left his big ass fucking RV sitting there. Right, because it broke down, and he's like, oh, well, whatever, I'll just leave it there. Like, come on, people. the only way I know that they would be able to is, do you have a permanent address or not? Well, I mean, you could use, you know, I know a lot of like van lifers, especially like your, you know, teenagers and 20-somethings, they just use like their parents' address as their permanent address. So how do you enforce something like that? But again, I think the thing that pisses me off most about this guy over here is the fact that he's not even trying to be stealthy. He's just full on, whatever, I'm just gonna camp here, even though there's signs that say no camping and no overnight parking. And two, he's blocking half the freaking parking spots. Like, dude, what the hell? I don't know, just me growing up, etiquette-wise. I mean, a lot of trailheads, they say no camping and stuff, signs on it. But even just etiquette-wise, it's never been acceptable to camp at a trailhead. Now, I'm perfectly fine if you roll into like a trailhead at night and you're just sleeping there because you're gonna wake up really early to get on the trails. I'm perfectly fine with you like car camping like that. This isn't a fucking car camp. This is a friggin' 50-foot RV with his second vehicle. And it is not just an overnight. He's obviously, makes me wonder how long he's actually been there, that nobody's actually called anybody. It's probably the sheriff that would have to deal with it. Starting to get hot. I'll take my coat off, but I know as soon as we get up here on the little tabletop here, it's gonna be freaking cold and windy. Oh man, I'm so out of shape. So out of shape. I did lose about 4 or 5 pounds last week, which says something. I mean, I was on my feet all day for like 14 hours, but I wasn't like running or anything, didn't really do anything else. So for me to lose 5 pounds, I feel good about it. So I just need to keep that trend up. Ooh. Holy cow. My heart rate is screaming at me right now. Thought about this morning doing a little speed session. Which I wouldn't be able to do with her. She'd have to sit in the van and watch, because I would do it out at the park. But I've tried doing speed sessions with her. It doesn't work out very good. Well, obviously it was pretty good, because like we go do a fartlek on our 10K loop on the roads, and she was good. Like, we'd speed up during our fast stuff, and she would speed up, and then I'd be like, okay, we gotta slow down, and then she'd slow down. This little butthead has 2 speeds: full send and full stop, and nothing in between. So if I was like, okay, let's go, she will full send it, and her full send is like a 3-minute mile. My full send is like, right now, probably like 6.5-minute mile. But then out of just nowhere, she will just go full stop, which I can't do. I can't go from a 6.5-minute mile pace to a dead stop in half a second. Feels killing me. I really want to climb the mountain, but I don't know why. It's not like a fluke or anything. It's an every time we get about halfway up the mountain and I start losing network connectivity. And it makes 0 sense, because there's nothing blocking signal. Like, by all rights, right now I'm running 6 megabytes, and I don't have a line of sight on a cell tower. Out there though, I have line of sight of 5 different cell towers, and I lose network connectivity. Makes 0 sense. The only thing I can think of is maybe whatever rock type is in that area is maybe blocking cell service. I don't know. It's got a magnetic field that's interfering. No idea. Yeah, it's gonna be windy when we get up here, so I think what we might do is just do the small summit to the left here and do like a little lollipop action. Which will still be windy. but it'll be shorter. We won't be in it forever. Like, it's still alive. The branches are still green, so that means it probably happened 2 days ago. There's a lot of new trees that have blown down. Wow, now that I glance over this way, it got super windy. All this is new. It got super windy 2 days ago. High wind warning, 85-mile-an-hour winds. So it makes sense. Like, they actually had some crazy haboobs up in northeastern Montana, which is unusual. And I noticed it even in Idaho on, what day was that? Wednesday afternoon when we were driving through there. Like around, pretty much from like Blackfoot, Idaho to past Idaho Falls. Just crazy dust storms from the wind. Like, if you look at the pictures and videos of what happened in northeastern Montana, it's like crazy. I haven't seen dust storms like that since I was in southern Arizona. Whew, man, my heart is pounding. It is pounding. And not because I see a pretty girl. Okay, now we have to decide. It's windy, but how windy? She clearly wants to go that way. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to climb the mountain. What do you think? Mountain? Okay, we'll give her a shot. If it gets too windy, we can just turn around. It's getting way windier now. There was a pretty good sized fire over here up on the, looked like kind of around the Continental Divide, that flared up yesterday. I'm guessing it's probably caused by lightning. It had thunderstorms come through on Wednesday, and so I'm guessing, you know, it was just smoldering a little bit after that, and then yesterday with the crazy winds, it made it flare up. And I know these winds were supposed to still down and all, so I was a little worried. See it with my sunglasses off. I can just see a trace of it right around in that area. It would be on the other side where the fire was, but there should still be enough snow up there that I wouldn't think that fire would have really done anything. When I was coming through between like West Yellowstone and Big Sky, I was kind of looking off in mountains there, and I was like, oh, like I could probably climb, you know, go do a nice little run up in here, like even north of Big Sky. Or it was just the Galaxy Canyon area. So you do like Indian Ridge, go quite a ways, because it looked like the snow level was probably around 8,000 or 9,000 feet. And then I saw the weather forecast last night. What's supposed to happen the next few days, and I was like, well, I thought about doing that this weekend, like leave after car show, go down and camp overnight somewhere, and then hit that. Yep, that ain't happening, because that's an area that's supposed to just get hammered. Surprisingly, it's not too bad wind right here. Hopefully that maintains. Oh man. You're back. Right here at the moment, but at least I was ready for you, dear friends. Nice. Yeah, starting tomorrow afternoon. It's just supposed to get really crappy and cold. Like, I think Sunday, the high on Sunday is only supposed to be like 43 degrees here. And that's why I'm pretty sure Casey Peak is, it doesn't look too bad. Oh, you can't see it now. You wouldn't be able to see it anyway just because the sun's right over there. Like, it looks doable. There's still snow on probably the top 1,000 feet of the mountain, but it looks doable. So I was thinking about doing that. But now that I've seen the forecast, I'm like, nope, that ain't happening on Sunday. Guarantee it's going to be snowing up there. It's 43 here, it's definitely going to be jinxed it about the wind. It is horrible. It's like trying to blow my hat off. I'm trying to shelter the camera as much as I can so you don't get so much wind noise, but I mean, it's not like ours. I mean, it's gusting a little bit more than that, but 2 days ago, this idea about climbing the mountain, because this is already the uphill is kicking my ass. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't, yeah. We haven't even done half the vert yet, and I'm tired. I'm done. I just want to go back and be lazy. Do I need to be lazy? Absolutely not. I got so much crap to get done. That's what I want to do. Working a broadcast like I did last week just tires a person out. 16-hour days. Averaging about 3 to 4 hours of sleep at night. And that's the average. There was one night I probably got 6 hours. But then there was multiple nights I only got like 2.5. But it's fun, I enjoyed it. And it is my biggest paycheck of the year, so that's nice as well. So weird, like, you know, because I have my normal invoice, and like my normal invoice when I submit it for like a weekend is usually around, with travel, because they give me full travel reimbursement, so travel and then my contract fees, you know, usually around $1,000. And I submitted my invoice for last week and it was like $2,700. And I was like, oh damn, the heck. Now granted, a lot of that is just because the price of gas is skyrocketed. So my travel was about 40% more probably than normal. Nahri's having fun. As long as she's having fun, that's all that matters. Well, I don't think I'm gonna make it to the top. Not in the shape I'm in right now. So I think we're gonna go up here and do a loop down, I think. I still got 600 feet of vert. I'll have more than that by the time we get up here to the trail junction. How did the race go? Race went good. It was an epic. I'm surprised you haven't heard there, Raccoon, because the winner of the race, Rachel Entrican, has been all over the news. Like, hit it ESPN, BBC, and ABC both did an interview with her. Like, it's just, not only did she shatter the record, the female record, but also the men's record. Like, she won outright. And it was an incredibly strong women's field this year. My camera, what are you doing? Like, even my vet, because Nahri, the only reason why we came back already is because Nahri had a doctor's appointment yesterday. And even my vet, like, heard about the race. Because I was like, yeah, we just got back from covering a race down in Arizona like an hour ago. Like, we literally rolled into town, and I was able to grab a quick shower, and then we went to her doctor's appointment. And she was like, oh, were you down there for Coconut? I was like, yep, that was one of the camera feeds you saw all along the course. Minute from PR, but it is what it is. Hey, that's still good. I can't even get close to my PR. I'd be about probably 20 minutes from my PR right now. That's probably optimistic. I don't even know if I'd be able to run that fast. Not making it to the top. We still got about, even though it doesn't look like it's that high, that's still another 600 feet up. And we're at 640 right now. So, and if we do this little loop, or really a lollipop, I was still gonna gain another 100 feet or so. I think that's what we'll do. She's not gonna like it, but it is what it is. Oh. My legs just feel dead, which makes sense since I haven't really done a lot. So hopefully this will help waken them up and we can start doing some stuff. Whew, like I said, I really wanted to do some speed work today, but I think maybe tomorrow morning that'd be a good time to do it, because she won't like it, because she's gonna have to sit in the van and watch me. Like, I could take her for the warm-up, because I'll do a couple mile warm-up, because we'll just go to the park, and that's about well, the main loop is a mile, almost exactly a mile, so I'll probably do 2 loops, and then start doing some speed stuff, probably like some 400-meter intervals, and then maybe a couple 200s after that, and then I can grab her again and do a cool down, so she'll still get some exercise. Okay, now I'm gonna have to have a fight with her. She's staring at me. She's like, come on, let's go this way. We're going this way. Maybe faster to lower heart rate. Yeah, that's the key. That is the key. Well, I mean, hi. Yeah, I know, you were wanting to go the other way. She's trying to convince me still. How about we go the other way? No, we're going this way. Like, the key to truly being faster, everybody puts so much focus on your VO2 max you gotta have higher VO2 max. But really, it's your running economy at ventilatory threshold. That is the key. So if you can be a more efficient runner at your threshold, that is what's going to equate to a faster time. Now granted, VO2 max is your limit. Like, your threshold can never be your velocity at VO2 max can never be lower than your threshold, velocity threshold. So there's that. But I mean, if you look at like different studies and all this kind of stuff, and it's like a athlete who's, let's just say, like their threshold is at, I don't know how to explain this. What would be the best way to say it? I'm envisioning this graph. And so, I mean, you got multiple differences. Say somebody's VO2 max is like 90, which is unusual. That's unusually high. We'll just use it because it's a clean number. We'll just say 90. And somebody's threshold is 90% of that, which is a good average figure. Well, you might have another athlete whose VO2 max is 90, but their threshold is at 85%. Now they will gain a lot if they work on. They're going to gain more if they work on threshold versus VO2 max, as far as being a faster runner. So those same two individuals, now we'll just simplify it even more, and instead of, well, no, we'll just leave it at that. So say the guy that's at 90%, let's say his velocity at threshold at that 90%, because of his efficiency ratio, is running like a 5-minute mile. Well, the other person who's at 85%, he might be a more efficient runner. And yeah, his threshold isn't as high, but he might just biomechanically be a more efficient runner. And so at his 85 threshold, he might be running at a 450 per mile. And the biggest example of that is Sage Candidate, whose running economy, that's your efficiency, his running economy is one of the best in the world, but his VO2 max has never really been, compared to other world-class athletes, it's not that high. And now that he's had his pulmonary embolisms, bilateral pulmonary embolisms, his VO2 max is even less. But he's still out there winning races and doing well at races because his running economy is so good. So there's your real world example. And that's why for me, I need to do all three. I need to improve everything. But also, if I improve, this is just me personally. Like, if you looked at my running right now, my running economy is shit. Like, it is so bad. but also because I haven't done any speed work, anything like that forever. My VO2 max is, I'm probably 20 points lower than I used to be, even like 4 years ago for my VO2 max. And then because of, like I just said, your threshold can never be higher than your VO2 max. So that means my threshold has dropped a bunch too, which I can tell. Like my 5K race pace used to be about like I was never super fast, but my 5K race pace used to be about 5:25-ish. I'd be lucky if my 5K race pace right now is 7 minutes. And I'm not joking. I'd be lucky if it was 7 minutes. Say that my biomechanics get better the faster I go too. Because if I can't run that fast, then you just get lazy and you shuffle and all that kind of stuff. There's no reason to pick your feet up. You know, have good heel kick and extension and all that. But if you're pushing yourself, then it just comes naturally. You have to, your biomechanics have to adjust so you can run faster paces. Why, if you can run a pretty good pace, that would be why it's harder for a lot of people to run a slower pace. It's literally harder because their biomechanics goes to crap, so their running economy goes to crap. So much, but like once I'm done like that, the whole rest of the day I feel great. Should we go up the backside of this? Maybe we'll do that. Let's go up the backside of this other. Oh, it is so steep. We'll do it anyways. Character building. It is character building. I mean, I might as well have just done the whole mountain after. If I'm going to do this up the backside, I'll be within probably 200 feet of vert if I would have just done the mountain. Hate doing them, but like how I feel afterwards, yeah. I mean, there's something, I don't know if it's the endorphins or something, but it just hits different when you get done. And it's funny because you watch videos like, you know, a lot of these pro athletes like Ali-O or Lauren Gregory, or, you know, some of them that do the speed work, they do like a speed session, and afterwards, Ali-O loves doing track workouts just because of that. Like, she may not have a good workout, but she feels awesome afterwards. I hate doing track workouts. Summer, I would win. You know, all I hate is track workouts. Okay, I'm going to drop down in here and I'm going to lose signal for temporarily. But it's downhill, let's run. And try and push through it as fast as we can. Now, I'm definitely not running fast because I have come to the conclusion that one, I need to go to a physical therapist for my issue. reason being is I am pretty sure the whole problem I'm having with my foot right now is nothing to do with my foot. It is the whole right side chain of my leg, the back of my leg, like my soleus, my glutes, my hamstrings, everything is so freaking tight and out of whack that it is causing the issues I'm having. Because like right now, I don't feel my heel hurting. Okay, I'm confused because, oh, okay, it is. I was like, is this the trail we usually come? I don't ever go this direction on it. This is the trail. But I didn't see the cut across. That's because the grass is grown up. Because there's the cut across right there. And so I need to fix that, and I don't think I'll have any problems. Like I said, my foot doesn't hurt right now, but man, I can feel my soleus and everything like just something crazy right now. Which would make sense. That's the issue I've been having for the last year. That's why I had to back out of UTCT a year and a half ago, is because I started having inflammation in the Achilles, which was derived from my soleus on that side. So I need to go see a PT. I'm almost positive I can go and the nice thing about my health insurance I have is because I pay out of pocket to have the ability to just go to whoever I want to. Not necessarily whoever not necessarily whoever I want to, but I don't have to go to like my primary care in order to go to like a specialist. I go straight to the specialist. They just need to accept my health care insurance. So, that being said, I can go straight to a PT. I don't have to go through a primary care provider to do that. And there is a really good one in Bozeman. I don't know if he takes my insurance though. That is an actual sports PT. Why are you trying to bite my fingers? You weirdo. What are you doing? You are so weird. She was like walking beside me and she kept like not really jumping up but lifting her head up to nibble on my fingers like ah. Yeah, you're silly. You got yourself a stick now? And she's trying to trip me. Go around me. Go. Fool. Yeah, you dropped your stick. She's like, haha, I got it back. Whew.
think this was the right way to go, because you guys can hear that wind is crazy around us, and we're not getting hit too bad right now. Now we will once we get to the top of this little knob, this little minor summit, one might call it. Will you go around me? Why do you always do that? She gets like right behind my left leg, and so then every time I pick my foot up, I heel kick her in the face, and she just takes it. It's like, just go around me, you weirdo, or back up a foot. And then because I kick her in the face, if I follow through, it like knocks my foot to the side. So then my follow through on my foot is like hitting my other leg and tripping myself. Okay, now it's gonna be really windy until we drop down off of this. And this is a really steep climb. Like right here it ain't too bad. Said, this isn't so bad compared to what's up here further. Although as I say that, we're getting steeper and steeper. Yeah, my watch isn't going to catch it. It says now I'm doing a 5% grade. This is easily 20 something. This is definitely equivalent to the really steep part on Mount Helena of the alternate power line that we take. Only it's also about 3 times longer. My watch lies. It doesn't know what it is. It says it's 18. Of course, now it just jumped up to 28. I've only gone 10 feet. It's the same grade. Where's a good place to buy like canned air? At Walmart, I guess. I hate going to Walmart. Going up this is better than going down. It's so steep. Going down is like rock and dirt is so loose that you don't have to worry about sliding on your bum. Feet coming out from underneath you. Whew. Going up though, different story. Like my feet are slipping a little bit, but they're not that bad. know my watch says 34, so you can guarantee it's more than that. Like I said, I figured about 40. That's probably about right. Hi, sweet girl. Because now it says 32, and we're not as steep. People are back there. Though it is pretty nice morning out here. 50 degrees, sun's shining, it's just windy. Now you can still see the smoke just like settling in over there, which there's a whole there's an actual community back in there. I'm wondering maybe if somebody had like a fire pit or something back there that started the fire. Beep, beep. What was that, 3 miles? We got about another mile and a half probably, because I think we're going to do the extendo lower loop, which will add a little bit. Bit to go, and yeah, I would literally be about 200 feet. To get to the top of the big mountain versus what we just did. And about the same distance too. Okay, let's go to the top, tippy top. There we go, we made it, chat. There is zero snow in the gates of the mountains, it looks like. Now I'm guessing there is, but on this side, which would be the southwest slopes, there is zero. There's a guy parked right there on the road. Oh, he's leaving now. It's like, that's really close to the trail. Some people way down there on the trail. I don't see anybody else in the parking lot, except for the guy that just showed up when we got there. I mean, the guy in his big ass RV doing his illegal camping at the trailhead, but that's about it. Off this mountain, it's too windy. It is too windy. goopy. Nose is all goopy from that wind. Woo, slippery. There's a really loose, almost pea gravel right here. As steep as that was, I slid about 1.5 feet. Get to the intersection. You can start turning around like, oh, we're going the other way? No, I haven't even made it to the intersection yet. And she's like, oh, my bad. I got a little excited there. Thinking to do another half for September. I'd do it. I'm definitely think it's not cutting out for you anymore. Oh, yeah, it just depends on where I'm at in the signal. It's not just you, Splodes. It is everybody, because one thing about running in Montana particularly, but the mountains in general, is you don't have good signal everywhere. Even though we're in a more urban environment. Like even this right here, I'm going to lose signal on the way down for a little bit. I'd do it, Riku, just because I love doing it. like I said, I'm the guy that did like 5 half marathons in a month period, in a 4-week period one time. That was the same year that I did every month I did at least a half marathon. But for many of that, it was a full marathon. It was like in January of that year, I did a half marathon in the snow called Sorry About That. That's the name of the race, because they're like, their whole thing is, oh, it was minus 5 degrees Fahrenheit out? Sorry about that. Oh, there was 12 inches of snow? Yep, sorry about that. But yeah, I did that race, and then in February started my 5 and a 4-week period. I did Snow Joke, and then the next, I know I did Snow Joke in Montana. And then 3 weeks later, I did Run to the Pub down in Bozeman. But other than that, I did some over in Washington, and I don't remember what the names of them were. The other 3 I did were in Washington for sure, though. And so that was February and March. And then April I did, I think April was the Fargo Marathon, maybe. And then May would have been another half marathon. It was a qualifier in, oh no, May. I think technically was I think that was the Bloomsday run. So I think technically I didn't do a half marathon. I think I did like a 12K or whatever that race is. That was a hard race. I was sub-elite on that. Pushed myself hard. It's a fun race, but it's a hard race. Like if you want to push yourself, it's a tough race, and you get a lot of, like, it's a huge prize purse. You get a lot of elites there, but it is a tough race. So if you're just going there to have fun, you're going to enjoy it. Just don't push yourself. And then June, I did the Governor's Cup full marathon. July, was July like the US Half Marathon Championships, maybe? Ooh, another slide. I don't know. I know I would have done that. And then August was probably, it's the one in Washington, but I don't remember what the name of it is, which is actually where I set my half marathon PR when you're just talking half marathons. Now I've done a faster half marathon as the first half of a marathon training, or well, not even training, the actual race, which wasn't, you know, just going out too fast or whatever. That was actually the pace I was training at for my marathon. Might do that. Nice. Okay, let's go. You want to go by me? I don't want to fall on you. She just kind of trots her way past me, wagging that little tushy. Yeah. Just wagging that little tushies. Why do you keep stopping, bro? What are you smelling? Yeah, see, look at all these new trees that blew down because of that windstorm we had. If you notice that one, that's brand new. Okay, we're gonna go this way. We're gonna do the loop. We're gonna do the rest of this loop. This week, my mission is, well, and by week I mean the next like 10 days, since this week is almost over with. But I'm gonna try and, we're gonna do a little more running, but also increase our mileage too. Even if I'm walking, no more of these little 2-mile walks. It's like last night, me and her were gonna go do something, and one of my friends wanted to go. I was like, well, we're doing our 4-mile loop. And then we get out there, and all I hear about is, I gotta wake up early and I gotta do a 3-mile ruck tomorrow morning. My legs are tired. It's like, I told you beforehand we're doing a 4-mile loop. Single track keeps turning into a double track, and I find myself in the wrong track on the double track. It's like, why am I running on rocks all of a sudden? But again, that makes me wonder, why is this a double track? It's always been a single track. Tired today. Two threshold whisper session a week will do that, yeah. Well, it's funny, like when I was doing speed work and actual training, you know, for doing my road racing era, and I was doing at least 2 speed sessions a week. Now that might be, you know, some sort of interval and some sort of threshold usually, but it might be 2 thresholds or 2 intervals or something. But I was always doing 2 speed sessions a week, and then usually also a tempo. And even on the days I was doing my speed, I was doing doubles. So, you know, if I was doing a threshold run, those were usually anywhere from 8 to 10 miles. Intervals would be a little bit less than that. And then I'd do those in the morning, and then at nighttime I'd go out and do a good 8 to 10 mile run later on in the day. And I was averaging right around 25 hours a week of actual training, anywhere from 110 to 130 miles. And I cannot believe, looking back at that now, I can't believe my body was holding up as well as it was. What? Why? Put a focus on speed work, yeah. Cut it out or getting an ad. Say I have not done an actual dedicated speed workout in years. What I would actually call a speed workout, like either intervals or threshold. And by intervals, I mean like VO2 max, specific training. Because you could do, because threshold can be intervals too. Longer intervals, but they would be most threshold training is interval focused as well. Got further away from the mountain, and now that wind is hitting. Sure, the wind is trying to make it his focus to steal my hat. 15 minutes each with a 5-minute rest. 5 for 3, yeah. Oh, that's good. That's good threshold training. Spreads like today. Well, you know, one of the rest and like one of the best things a lot of people never think about doing that you can do. I'll do it after a couple runs a week is do some strides. Like 85-90%. Helps out a lot. Easy run, yeah. It's a good time to do it. Oh yeah, it is super windy today. But this is still half as windy as it was 2 days ago. It was like 80-85 mile an hour winds here a couple days ago. I would say this is probably 30 mile an hour, but it's gusting probably up to about 40-45. I guess I'm going this way. Nahri has decided this is the trail we're taking. I figured she might want to do the other one, but nope, she wants to do this one. It's a little bit shorter, so she's probably like, I want to go back and lay on the bed. She didn't want to get up this morning. Like I got up to get dressed, put my socks and shoes on, and she just watched me from the bed. And normally, as soon as I get up, she's like all excited. She's like, let's go! I'm ready. But no, she didn't get up. And then, you know, once I got my shoes on, I was like, well, I gotta go to the bathroom. So I started walking to the bathroom, and then she jumped up like, well, he's going, I better go. And then I was in the bathroom, and she came in and she looked at me. She's like, well, that was a false alarm. I got to go to the bathroom, walk back outside, or back up to the, she's up on the bed. Just, go when you're ready, otherwise I'm just staying here. I'm like, well, now I'm ready. So here I was talking about how I just want to be lazy today. Pretty sure she's the same. Now, don't get me wrong, she was excited to be out here, but I don't think it would have hurt her feelings if we just laid on the bed for a couple more hours this morning before we got up. Take all your days to rarely easy, yeah. She's the same way. I'm wondering because she got medicine put into her ears last day after doing at the vet. Because she's horrible about letting me clean her ears, and so she has like a little bit of an infection. And 2 weeks ago they gave me like some medicine to put in there like twice a day, but she won't let me do it. So yesterday they were like, well, we got this long-term stuff, it lasts like 3 weeks, let's try that out. So that they could put them in her ears. And I'm like, see, that's what I they're like, yeah, we totally get it. But I'm wondering if like that medicine is kind of making her feel a little different. Need help cleaning their ears. So even as a puppy, I just always constantly played with her ears, so that she would be used to it. Even right now, you can play with her ears, and she has no issue with it. But as soon as you come at it with like I'm gonna try and clean your ears or do anything, like she can tell, and then she's like, nope, get away from me. I know you're trying to do something. I do not consent. Even calm down, you're like, no, yeah. Well, it's like Rachel's dog, Riley, is so good about it. Like, she doesn't like it, but she accepts it. She's really good about it. Like, she'll sit there and let you clean her ears and whatever. Not this little butthead. And the funny thing is, if you are able to get like the cleaning solution in her ears, and then you get your piece of cotton in your finger down in her ear, and you're like trying to clean, as soon as you get like, she'll fight you. And then as soon as you get like the cotton down in there, and then she's like, oh, that actually feels good. And she just like leans into it, like, oh, thank you. So you would think that she knows that it feels good, but no, she's like, no, get away. Here's our RV that is not supposed to be camped here, but there you got a full camp set up. the audacity that some people have, for one. And then two, like I was ranting about earlier, it ruins it for all of us that live the van life, and then we get harassed even when we're following the rules. Because you get people like this that I don't even know, like, who does that? Like I said, they're hogging like 7 parking spots too, and they've obviously been set up there for a minute. They rolled in late last night. They got freaking levelers. They got shit scattered out. Put my keys in my pocket like where I normally do. My pocket was wide open, so then I was worried. I was like, did I just lose my keys? Which is fine because I can still drive. I got an extra set of keys for driving in here. I wouldn't be able to get inside my building. I wouldn't be able to get inside my apartment. How much charge have I got on this? 23. Let's just use the rest of this on this. Nahri, hey, no, you already ripped a hole in there. Gosh dang it! Now you ripped it even twice as big. Freaking idiot. I don't know why she does that. I built her this nice little bench for her to sit on with this nice patty. And what has she done? She has dug a hole in the middle of it, ripped it all up, and so now she has to sit on freaking hard plywood. And then you just ripped it even more. Freaking stuffing, the padding is everywhere. Why do you do that? Oh. A good run? Well, I wouldn't say a good run. It was a run. I haven't had a good run since before I injured myself. So we got 1,050 feet of vert. It is 1,200 feet to the top of that mountain if we would just gone to the top of the mountain. And the whole reason why I didn't is because I was like, I don't know if I could do that much vert. Now, granted, it would have been like just steady vert versus here where it was like little bits here or there. Man, it is so windy out here. I think we got done just in time because it's going to get even windier. Whew. Okay, well, that's going to be it. We're going to run some errands. We're going to go home and be lazy, I guess. I need to find my cord for that. It's somewhere back here so that I have internet today and get that set up. But yeah, that's gonna be it. I might see you guys. I probably won't see you guys tonight. Not if it's gonna be windy like this, because we are gonna do something tonight. But if it's gonna be windy like this, I'm not gonna stream tonight. But might see you guys. I should see you guys tomorrow. So, anyways, that's gonna be it. Bye, everyone. Love you guys. Thanks for all the convos, and I will see you guys whenever it is. Tomorrow morning, probably. But bye, everyone. Love y'all.